Alright, what's up, good folks of Gotham? I'm tired of dead, I didn't get much sleep, a lot to do all the time, a lot I gotta do, a lot I gotta get done. Been a busy Batman, been a busy little beaver, right? Um, but if folks think that I'm just gonna move on from the topic at hand, yeah, nah, not at all. Because, like I said again, these people they want to play word games. They were trying to use my phrase. I mean, I literally basically invented this phrase. The proof is in the pudding. That's my phrase. Just like I've always said since forever, I'm playing chess, not checkers. These people, they all look up to me and they admire me. And you have no choice but to be real with yourself about who you are and who I am. At no point do you dictate reality or can you change that just with words. You know, y'all are who you are. I am who I am. I'm an ultra successful, the most ruthless businessman ever, a CEO of my own companies. And I'm for real. I'm not talking. Everything I've ever said has been proven right in front of you, and you cannot deny. You cannot deny any longer. So, again, I am not looking for validation, nothing. People just have to acknowledge reality. I don't care who you are, it's not a choice. That's basic common sense. You understand? So, like I said, I mean, well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it some more, right? Let's talk about Charles some more. Let's talk about the Wofford some more. Yes. And I'm going to keep talking about it until, you know, I don't know, until, people acknowledge reality, basic reality. I'll talk about what I want and I'll do what I want. I'm a grown man. You understand? So, again, at the end of the day, now now they're talking about, oh, they need this and that, whatever, like to try to get like some kind of walkway, right, to back up the van out of the property, right, which it's not a property. Again, it's just some little patch of land in the middle of nowhere that anybody normal wouldn't want to be there, right? I don't know if I'm going to make it over here in time today or not. I'm probably going to have to start running, which sucks because I'm tired. I've been walking nonstop. I can feel it, but probably not going to have a choice because if I'm going to try to get over here and have a halfway normal day, I'm going to have to do it. So let's try that. I need a new pair of shoes. I need y'all to donate. That's how it works. And that's part of being back. Oh, get a brisk job going. Definitely need another pair of shoes. I know that. But yeah, we keep pushing forward. Okay. These other folks, I don't know what they're talking about, right? But, you know, 100% proof is in the pudding. 100% proof is in the pudding. And your situation, Charles, and this situation, do I really got to spell it out for you, sir? I mean, look how much bad news you've received and how much you went through, and you can see it getting to them. It's hilarious. And what did I predict? See, if you actually listen to the show and quit trying to dismiss reality, sir, I predicted that y'all were going to go through a whole bunch of stuff and karma was going to come nonstop. Because again, you rejected God and God's offer through me. And this is a reality, sir, that whether you like it or not, you have to face every day. You understand? Like I said, they're not going to be able to build anything. They're just going to sit there and talk. All I do is uplift people, brother. Right? But see, that's not what you're doing. See, no, we offered you an opportunity and we offered you the only thing and way that makes sense. And, you can sit there and say what you want and be stubborn and pretend, but God is going to keep showing you, brother. Going to keep showing you wrong in every aspect. And he's going to make sure it's impossible for you to ignore. Meaning he's going to make it impossible for you to be able to make it in any way, shape, or form. And it's common sense. You go against me, you go against God. Okay? So again, I don't know what you got going on over there. Okay? It's very clear that you have some women who, again, are enablers, right? And I mean, from what it sounded like, they're sending you buku bucks, right? That's what you do. You get online, you ask for money every day, right? That's not what I do. I go to work like I am right now, and I work hard as hell, and I make every dime on my own. And if people donate, that's fine. This is a business. There's a service provided. It's entertainment. And yeah, people should pay me for it, right? So at no point do I do what you do, right? Facts proven, facts established. And they tried to send you buku bucks, and then you realize, oh, don't send these anymore because they only pay a cent, and you got to get more of them to get this and that. Yeah, well, welcome to social media, brother. Right? See, you're not even acknowledging how hard it is to do what I've done on here. I make more money than most people walking around, probably anyone on social media already. Truthfully, yeah. This is full time for me, brother. This is all my own company, my own media company. This is what I do for a living, for a career. And that's the thing, brother. You're not special. I mean, you have to acknowledge reality. We're professionals here. Everything is professional. We debate, right? And when you just start, doing the same patterns, we ignore you. That's how it works, brother. You understand? Like I said, I mean, what's the issue with just coming up on the panel? You know what I mean? And having a conversation and making sense. I mean, so we definitely know that I'm famous. I mean, that's been proven beyond a shadow of doubt as soon as you said it. Anything that anybody wants to say isn't true or challenge reality or pretend that they can doubt, God is going to continue to prove to you that there's no way to doubt me. You understand? Again, I'm in the position that you want to be in, sir. It's that simple. Nothing else matters, not regarding you, because I can see where your mind's at and what you care about. All you care about is money, brother. All you care about is you wish so bad that you could be rich, but you never will be. Never. Because you don't have what it takes. It's just that simple. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. Nobody else to blame. Hold on. I gotta run while I'm talking to you and try to. It's all on you. That's a fact. Joker. So yeah, at the end of the day, brother, I don't sleep much all the time. Very busy. I do everything on my own. Been on my own since I was 16. I've done everything for everybody. I'm a good dude. I take care of everyone to make sure everybody's good. I do the best I can every day, and I will never let anybody tell me anything. I'm a grown man. You understand? I don't care who you are. All right. So, like I said, at the end of the day, sir, we don't accept things that don't exist, and you're going to have to go back to the drawing board. So, again, you're talking about purchasing, whatever concrete or whatever to create a walkway, right? That's going to take tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of concrete. And again, you make no sense, no concept of reality whatsoever. And you're here talking about something that takes, what was it, $15 per ton? Right. And you have no money. Don't you think that a first priority, right, should be like the basic necessities, right? Like what you actually need. I mean, food and water go a long way, brother. That's the first one. Then it's funny as hell because while he's trying to reject God and my plan and me and God's plan, right? They're sitting there and they did exactly what I suggested. Exactly what I suggested. They just didn't do it the right way, right? Because I said what you need to do is get your money right and focus on your business. Sir, you don't hustle, you don't work, you go out and you beg online. It's a full-on begathon 24 hours a day. That's what you do. That's not hustling. You haven't worked. You need to get a job at Carl's Jr. You have no choice. And I have never seen somebody who's this aloof in a situation that is beyond serious. I mean, like, dude, if it were me personally, hell, I'd be freaking out, and I wouldn't be freaking out. I would be getting up and making things happen no matter what. The first thing I would have done is I would have already walked into town. I would have walked them 12 miles and I would have gone into town and I would have stayed in town no matter what I had to do. That's the first thing because that's where the resources are and it's just common sense. I mean, let me make another prediction, sir. This is common sense. Anybody knows this that travels or deals with vehicles? I told y'all every vehicle breaks down. I don't care what kind it is. I don't care what it is. Every vehicle ends up breaking down. All of them. They all have issues. It doesn't matter what car it is. Nothing. Hell, the Bugattis that they don't even own, right? Drake was driving around a Bugatti, and a Bugatti is such a joke of a car that it just shut down completely, and that was it. It was ruined. It stopped working, just randomly. Yeah, you remember that? You don't talk about anything that's happened here. The reality is that I own the Illuminati. I own the Masons. I own all of you, and I am the top dog. And you all started this, and I finished it. And I told you not to play with me. So I told you that I would win, and that I would win like by a lot, right? And all you've done, the reason why you're so frustrated, and I get messages and downloads on social media even that speak to me, and to me they're all from God. Everything is from God now because I'm in alignment, right? And it says all that. It says how I'm the chosen one on the generational curse breaker. And it says how the reason why it's always something, right? And the devil has, come so hard for me is because they're perplexed. That I'm not in the middle of anything like that, even though that's what it's been. But that what I am is I'm under observation, which, I mean, they've been telling me this every day. And I know I am. And it's because everything that these demonic people sent at me that was supposed to stop me didn't. And not only did it not stop me, but I showed up stronger and louder and more powerful every time. And that is the Holy Spirit at work. That is the power of God. You understand? It has nothing to do with anything you're talking about. Everything is right there, proof in the pudding for you. This channel serves as concrete proof. And it's not just the channel. People know about me. Everybody know about me. There's tons of existential proof proving that I perform miracles, proving that God has shown up for me in every way, proving my accomplishments. What are you talking about? None of that is up for debate or question, sir. That's common sense. So, like I said, when folks don't want to have the conversation at hand, I just laugh. Of course you don't, because you know that you'll have to admit my success, and that's something that everybody has to do. That's just petty to think that that's a choice. That's not a choice. You understand? It's not a choice. Recognizing reality is a must. And when you don't, listen to me very carefully. When you don't recognize reality, like the way that you're doing, right? See, that's the thing. It trickles into everything you do. So now, you're begging every day, and then people, they ain't got no real money over there, and they don't even know how to send you money properly. Y'all even messing that up. That's ridiculous, right? And like I said, but I'm on here no matter what. I mean, none of this pays a lot, but when you work hard, it has the potential to. And it's not just working hard, it's being a student of the game and understanding and being a mastermind and learning how this works. You have to know how to study systems. Okay. And I'm an expert with systems. So that's why I knew that I was going to succeed in this. And people did everything to hold me back. They knew, hell, they knew I was going to succeed in this. Straight up. They all knew, because if they didn't know, they wouldn't have done everything every day I came out here walking to try to stop me. The antics can be done anywhere. But the antics can be done in Brownsville. The antics can be done wherever. I've already gone through the devil trying to stop me everywhere. Right here in this spot, in fact. You understand? So, I mean, that's the thing. All their lies, all the things they sent my way, all of it, I've just come back stronger and louder each time. And that's what I do. I always come back meaner, more angry, right? Just like that song. They say I'm crazy, right? I come back meaner, stronger, and angry. That's me. See, all this music is about me. It's about my story, my prophecy. All these Satanists know about the prophecy. They knew the prophecy was true. My prophecy, I am the prophecy. My prophecy, my story was told way before I ever got to this planet. It's what y'all don't get. It's been told through all your folklore, through all your movies, through all your TV. This culture revolves around me. I am your Messiah, the one and only. You understand? You can reject me. You can do whatever. You can send whatever my way. But at the end of the day, I am the Son of God, right? The actual Son of God, the Son of Man, right? And I've come to this planet to save it, because y'all need saving. And that's what I do. And that's why I do what I do every day. Imagine people saying, what's confusing? There's a real Batman. That's not confusing. It's just that all y'all are so far from reality and so brainwashed. It's unbelievable. There's nothing funny about it other than maybe the randomness. This is the same thing with people. These folks out here in society don't understand how far behind y'all are. Y'all are the same ones who would see me when I was younger and they were like, it's Eminem. No, it's Tyree Sneed. Eminem wishes he looked like me. Is you serious? Ugh, what? Dude would do anything to look like this. What? In Austin, I used to have girls. You have a nice smile. You look like Ryan Gosling. Like, no, I look like me. See my point? These folks don't seem to get it. I have no flaws. Okay, like I said, God gave me fangs. See what I'm saying? Ain't nothing fake over here. This is all real. I'm not here acting. You people act. You people want to be fake. This is all real. This is my real life. I don't play about my real life. What? What are you talking about? I don't get on YouTube and now I'm at your discretion and your mercy and all reality ceases to exist. Boy, stop it. Y'all is funny. Y'all funny on the internet, man. You think people owe you something because you entitled. It's ridiculous. What? Yeah, like I said, folks like that, I wouldn't let them come anywhere near me. They already know. That's why they don't. Yeah, hell no. That acting. I've been in too many real places for that. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Been in too much real stuff, all that. We're gonna have to try to run here. I don't know if I'm gonna make it in time. Let's try it. Got these ones who can't think and can't get over themselves. Yeah, there you go. Good job there, filler. Try getting over yourself. Y'all ain't that important, bro. Real talk, especially in the valley. Y'all ain't that important. None of you. I tell it how it is. I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to be feared. Real talk and respected. I was never here to be liked. Never. Boy, y'all got me twisted. Y'all got it twisted, huh? Come on, you're not a rough wreck. I use y'all as my incentive. Come on, you're not a rough wreck. You can do it. You can do it. You're in good shape. Come on, Rob Wreck. Rob Wacko, Rob Whack Whack. Rob Wacko, Rob Whack Whack. You can do anything because you're Batman. You can do it. Try to keep going. No, I'm tired as hell. I don't want to do this, so let's do it. I do something that sucks every day. That's hard. That's how you got to be. Let's do it. Woo! Get you up. Get you woken up. Get your day going. I found out that everything I do, all this movement too, is what helps you in every way. Like, it's helping every aspect of my life. And that's what we try to do for people. All we try to do is help people. That's all I've ever done. Real talk. All we try to do is help people and give you all the right advice and say, hey, look, this is the right way to go. This is the right way to do things. I mean, I've just never heard such walking contradictions ever. I mean, this Charles Wofford dude it's amazing. I mean, he said word for word that if he was a millionaire, which you'll never be, so what's the point of talking about? See what I'm talking about? Bro, that's crazy, son. They over there ain't got nothing, and they in a serious situation, extremely serious. And he daydreaming about being a millionaire. I told you. So you could hear where someone's priorities lie the minute they start talking, and every time you talk, you're lying. I mean, yeah. First thing you brought up is the fame that you can't challenge. You know, I'm famous as hell. Now, then the next thing, oh, the millionaire thing. Right. All you do is just telling yourself and harp on the details of what you're jealous of. Brother, you're a grown man. See, that's why I just said, nah, we don't do that. We don't do typing here. We don't communicate through typing, brother. I'm a grown man. See, I'm really a business owner. Tons of businesses. I have several. I'm a CEO. You're going to talk to me direct with some respect. I don't ask you. I don't struggle to do so. You will do that. And if not, that's fine. We don't need to talk because, well, there's nothing I'm going to gain from you, right? Like, no, the point of the conversation is not to prove any point. The point of the conversation, sir, was to tell you reality. And that's it, which isn't a choice. So what do you mean? So like I said, you're not going to be able to get any money or enough money from begging, right, online from those folks for whatever you're talking about. And it wouldn't change anything anyway. All these things are just pipe dreams. They're things that don't exist. Like, you're not going to be able to build a walkway and it wouldn't matter. That's reality. I mean, hell, try having water there. That's common sense. I mean, how can you say you bring water from in town? That's 12 miles out. See, anyone with common sense would say, if the vehicle breaks down, which it's going to, watch, mark my words, it's easy to see. Common sense, it's shaking, it's all messed up, right? At some point, it's going to completely break down. And then there's another van that you lost because you don't have the money to tow it or anything. But see, he's so out of touch with reality. Like, we found us a real guppy here. We found us a real one that's really, the delusion is strong with this one, buddy. Straight up, we found ourselves one. And I'm going to make a ton of money off exposing you and talking about you. Real talk. It's going to be fun. Feel me? Real talk. I'm going to have so much fun on here with you. You don't even know, buddy. You don't even know. You don't even know, Charles. Come on, Charles. Charles. Yes, Mr. Charles Wofford. Oh, yes. I was wondering what would break first. The camper or the fake land. Right? Oh, you don't get it. You really don't get it, bro. You don't know nothing about me. That's all. But the fact is that whatever I want, I get. Whatever I want, I get. And right now, I'm in a mode where I'm land grabbing. I'm doing all sorts of stuff. See, we move the way the government wishes they could move. Okay? We move the way that all these folks that want to work for the government wish they could move. Y'all want to copy and emulate, and you're all immature. So I got to do with just making money. What? Every day, brother, I make money. You can say what you want about me, towards me, whatever, but I have a full scale business and I go to work. I didn't sleep much. I'm exhausted today. Okay? Because I do everything by myself. I do everything I can, and I'm a good dude. I'm what you call an outstanding citizen, Charles, right? And this outstanding citizen happens to be Batman. I just don't see anything funny about it. I truly think that it's so contradictory and foolish, truly. I think for anyone to question what I'm doing or what I'm wearing or what I look like, I think that that shows that you're not stable. But why are we focused on that? I mean, when are y'all going to make sense? That's why I don't know how to answer your questions, because it's like, dude, you sound maniacal right now. Like, you see what I'm saying? See, that's the thing. Like, no, like, you folks really don't make any sense. I mean, no, I'm telling you, I know more than anyone about that stuff. Real talk. I actually know. Like I said, you don't need certifications, degrees, licenses. You don't need none of that. You can know more than everybody by simply making sense, by simply getting smart. These people don't value education. They don't value being smart. They don't value real strength. There we go, another honk because I'm famous. Every day, God is going to show you and prove to you. I didn't eat that hot dog, by the way. I don't trust when people give me food. I kind of wanted to, but I was like, it's not worth it because I don't know. I don't know who's who. I don't trust folks. Everybody works together, against me. And why? Because I'm the prize. Because I'm worth everything, Charles. Like I said, you ain't going to get the money for none of that. You're not going to be able to build any walkway or none of that. Right? What time is it? Oh, hell, I got to start running again. We're pretty close, though. Just imagine. Not real quick. Oh, there's a rock. That sucks. I don't get why my jeans are giving me such a hard time today. They didn't yesterday. Oh. See, y'all don't get being Batman's hard work. Y'all complain, I don't. I get up and I get to it. That's what I signed up for. Lack of sleep and coffee. Really, like, coffee's going to become Batman's best friend. It is what it is, bro. See, I don't care about health. There's no such thing. I don't care about stability. There's no such thing. I don't care about security. There's no such thing. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Feel me? I'll say hi to all of them right in front of them. I don't care. You know, like I said, it's funny to me, man, because like to be realistic with you, I think people know how I really am, and this is real as it gets. And like honestly, like we could have the cute conversations, but Batman ain't cute. Like I said, I've been rolling like a gangster. I kept the gangster all the way G'd up this entire time. I'm a force. What I've proven is beyond a shadow of a doubt. It's beyond normal. I'm the toughest man that ever walked the planet. So y'all don't get, y'all are on that, scared energy, worried about the fake system, worried about whatever. No, I just know that they're all just sitting there waiting for me to make a mistake. You see what I'm saying? And when I'm in a position like that, I like to take advantage of it even more and say, well, let me show you how far I'll push the envelope. Let me show you how not scared I am. Because that's what needs to happen. Because you folks really, really worship this system and you believe in it. I mean, you're really living in fear. And there's nothing to be afraid of. That system is a joke. Hold on. And see, it's such a brilliant idea because this is what folks don't get. They want to minimize me. That's what it's all about. I mean, some of it is just people being nice. And I recognize the difference. Sometimes, though, it's people with an agenda. Sometimes it's that they want to minimize it through words and talking. I mean, talking doesn't equate to what I accomplished. I mean, the fact is, at the end of the day, that this is Gotham, right? Like, I'm everything that they said Batman is. I have everything that they said he has, right? Because the story's about me. I'm not lacking anything. So where did you get that from, Charles? Charles, I have it all. Always have, always will, because God provides. I mean, I could struggle, I could lose things. It's part of life. And whatever I lose, God's going to bless me and give me 8 million times more. That's what you don't get. It's not about holding on to anything or material possessions. That's not I don't draw my self worth from that. I just earned everything hard work, so it's different, And when you work hard for something, you protect it and you're supposed to. And that's what I've done. And I'm always have everything I have. I'm just building more. I'm not going to lose nothing ever. Promise. You know what I mean? And if I do, it would be part of God's plan. It would be a blessing, honestly. You know what I mean? It's just burdens, just things that I'm having to carry that aren't my burdens to carry. That's all, truthfully. So, I mean, like I said, that's the thing they don't get. They'll sit there and say something, but they're not acknowledging or talking about reality. If I lost everything tomorrow and I have God, I have everything I need. If I lost everything tomorrow, I'm still the exact success and the same person that I was when I had it. See, that's what they don't understand. No, that's the knowledge. The knowledge that I have now, I can go anywhere in the country and rebuild from scratch and get everything. Something you're proving that you can't do, Charles. You said I can go somewhere else and build all that. What do you mean? If you couldn't build it there, how are you going to build it somewhere else? So you're those folks. What God taught me, God said, don't run from your problems. What you'll realize, Charles, that you have a lot of learning to do, brother. I have a lot more life experience than you, and I'm half your age. What you'll learn about life, brother, is when you run from your problems, you end up running into larger problems the next place you go every time, without fail. I've actually experienced it. Or you'll run into the same type of problems. Now, with me, I really wasn't running from my problems. I wasn't. I never have. I'm a man about everything. I was just smart, and that's what it takes. That's how I got to this point. So I was doing the right thing. But my point is, if you run from your problems, you're going to run into the same exact problems wherever you go. You know what I mean? And it's going to be the same recurring thing. I never ran from anything. I did what I needed to do. You know what I mean? Always. And I did the right thing. Always. You know what I mean? Like I said, I never lost anything. I mean, brother, you're talking about you own lands. Sir, I bought and sold 50 acres before. You ain't talking about nothing. You got the wrong dude. And see, that's my point. Folks will run their mouth, but like again, when the first minute before you say a word to me, gather yourself together, do some research on who you're talking about, and you know these things. So when you got somebody who's petty like that, well, of course, there's nothing to talk about because you're just so upset and so in denial at my success and my beautiful life. Why would I talk to someone like that? I don't want that energy around me. I don't think anybody does. Yeah, and you can wait. There's a whole road here. Does that make sense? Yeah. Pedestrian always has the right of way. Always. See? No. We don't let the valley tell us what to do. I'm right in front of you. That's what they do. They do all these crazy stunts. They can't drive. They'll come out of nowhere. Like, your timing is horrible, first of all. Second of all, like, you're always like they'll come over here. They got no business coming in this lane, literally. So, like I said, when I tell you that things are backwards, they're backwards. They've been backwards down here. They're backwards, period. And, I deal with, you know, ignorance every day. I mean, that's the reality, especially down here. This is the epitome of it in the pit of ignorance, straight up. And everybody knows. It's a lot of delusion down here. Most of the so-called women are delusional down here. Like, real talk. Like, I'm sorry, but it clearly is a thing that's passed down too, because you can tell by looking at them how y'all act and talk. Like I said, your priorities don't make sense. Your outlook doesn't make any sense. The way that you talk to people and look at people and treat people makes no sense. Like I said, you go to Miami, all these type of women, they're gonna look at someone like me totally different. It's a real positive attitude, for the most part. It's way different than here. Here, I mean, if you're like me, I mean, we're completely rejected here. I mean, in every way, shape, and form. Not what I'm talking about with anything. And it is what it is. It doesn't make any sense, but I just treat it like it's the Twilight Zone and I keep moving because that's what it is. These folks down here are so backwards, it's unbelievable. And they don't even know it. That's the funniest part. Like I said, they want to dress like me, look like me, copy everything I do, but then they want to say something or talk behind my back. They want a cookie and they want a trophy for saying things that don't exist. Walking up to me saying, "Yeah, I can do things that I can't." Why are you wasting my time? I mean, if you know anything about me, the one thing I don't tolerate is lies. You understand? So, I mean, you're not talking to me, you're not being nice, right? You're on some kind of weirdo stuff. And I'm gonna call it how I see it. And I'll tell any of y'all to your face. Everything I say, bro, is to people who I can see again out here, who I end up, seeing or coming across all the time. I stand on what I believe in. See, I really tell people what it is. So at the end of the day, I mean, fact is, Charles, you're not going to be able to get that what you need for that. That's not going to fix anything. The problem is you, and that's just the reality. And I mean, the type of money you're looking at, like they told you, you're going to need tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of concrete or whatever. And how are you going to get it out there? Like, you don't think what you're going to drive it in a shaking truck? Wow. And then what when it breaks down? Then you just wasted all that money on the concrete too. See, do you understand the concept that if you don't get on the ball, what you should have done already? I mean, you don't have any way of making it. None. Do you not understand the concept that if you don't get on the ball now, uh, what you don't seem to get, and you know nothing about survival. It's clear you never travel. Clear. I mean, it's clear today and that's what I was trying to do is help you. And like Christina told you, Christina's trying to talk some sense into you and tell you, do you understand that you just took a super strong man that could have built all that for you, done it for you? And that's what I offered to do. That's all I offered was being nice. And then you started talking crazy. What's that? I'm famous. This dude is funny. So you deserve what you get, right? You deserve what you get. You got too much jealousy going on. You're jealous of me. I mean, it's clear as day. We already proved it. I mean, what do we need from you? We don't need your validation. We don't need anything from you. You're jealous. Good. Be jealous. See how far that gets you. See if you win being jealous. Because last I checked, brother, you have nothing, and I have it all. And that's my thing. When people, especially when people try to make things personal with me, that's a real bad choice. That's a no-no. I'm a sneed, bro. I am vengeance. You know what that means, right? It means I let go of nothing. I told people two things about me I never forget, and I let nothing go. I don't care who you are. I'm an actual gangster. Okay. I'm about Frank Lucas times a million. Remember that. I don't care who you are. I don't care who it is. Okay. People do not play with me. Okay. Because I'm a gangster and I happen to be the actual mob. I don't know what y'all are talking about. See, this is the thing. They want to make things sound cute. They want to talk in little terms, this and that. I mean, all I see is a bunch of fake folks with fake jobs that ain't talking about nothing and don't know nothing and have no life experience. That's all I see. They're irrelevant to me. Civilians for us are just an obstacle. I don't care about civilians. I never have. That the first video I ever filmed on YouTube was talking about the gangster movement that I was building. My movements run the streets this entire time. We've been around since like the Black Panthers almost, like real talk. And we're about the equivalent. So, I mean, and we're way worse. And I do this all by myself. I'm a lord. You don't know what a lord means? I got to spell it out. I'm a lord. I come from the hood. I come from the ghettos, and I'm the top boss. That's a lord. Yeah, I ain't got to spell it all out for you, bro. Like, what? These folks don't get it. While y'all talk, we get busy. I don't know what you mean. I don't come from that school of thought. I don't come from living in fear. I don't come from, oh, I'm afraid to break the rules. I make the rules, homie. You understand? Where I go, I take over blocks. See, that's the problem is that folks is trying to downplay and minimize me and act like something cute. Ain't nothing cute. I got here, you know what I mean, doing what I had to do. I got here doing the real thing. I got here, for real being in the streets saying, I'm not wearing hockey pads. I didn't come out here to play. Every day I'm out here, remember, it's serious business. I don't care what these people say here. I don't. I try to be nice and all that, but don't think for 1 second that anything sweet over here. Not at all. That's not what I do. That ain't what I never did. So that's my thing. When folks want to come walk up to me and I don't even know you, and now you're going to tell me my reality, hell no. Nah. That's the weirdest thing I ever heard. You don't know nothing about me. You don't know where I've been. You don't know where I've been, Lou. You don't know where I've been. These folks don't know me from Adam. You have no idea. You have no idea how much history I got in this country. You have no idea I'm a millionaire in the street. You don't know nothing about me. You understand? Like I said, I'm the mob. One man. I don't have no connections, no affiliations. I don't work with nobody. I know everybody, right? But I don't deal with nobody. I'm a lone wolf. I'm just a man. And that's what you're supposed to be, a man who represents himself. And if you're not, there's something wrong with you. Yeah, I'm proud of my family lineage. I'm proud that I'm the original DNA of the mob, right? And I live up to it. I don't just live up to it. I might be the worst one yet. That's the craziest part is I was the runt of the litter and I'm the worst one yet. I have the most power. I'm the most ruthless. I mean, I don't play. Christina will tell you. So at the end of the day, this is what it is. And I'm just talking in generalities right now. Let's get on here, get this done, get over here, and I'm gonna continue probably. Hold up. And I'm back. So yeah, what y'all folks don't understand, man, is that you're dealing with an actual, you know, cowboy Texas legend. My family built the state of Texas, and you're dealing with someone who all my ancestors and descendants were the roughest, most rugged and raw actual outlaws who created, you know, all the actual justice. I mean, they wrote books about us, okay? The real action, the real stuff. Like, that's why when these, like, people try to talk and they talk about, like, oh, the Chirac Savages, my whole entire time and career online, I've challenged these people a million times and all of them ran from me. I mean, you saw what happened with OBH Goonie Gang, right? You saw what happened with that fake rapper. He's in prison. You saw what happened with everybody. I've come up against anybody who thought they was tough, and I didn't back down to anyone in this country or world, and I won. See, that's why it's so much different in reality than from the way folks want to talk online. Right? They all want to hide and pretend that they're talking some way, but Tyree Sneed runs the streets. You know what I'm saying? The fact is, there's a reason why I say what I say on here, why I use what I use on the videos to send a message. You know, this right now is the West, the you know what West. That's literally what this is. That's what we're in. It's all happening again. History is repeating itself, and it's just that simple. Hold on. And this is my element because I operate well in the you know what West. But that's what this is. That's what I'm telling y'all, and y'all act like it's so hard to fathom. Like, dude, this is manifest destiny. What I'm doing, like literally. I mean, I'm taking everything over. I'm taking what I want when I want. That's what he said. He said, "Do you know what manifest destiny is? It's that when you take what you can when you can't." You see what I'm saying? That's the point. I mean, you don't not seem to get it. I'm taking whatever I want. I'm not asking. You understand? I'm the real deal. There's nothing fake about me. So that's why, like, we put on the cute act when we need to, and we keep it pushing. Like, oh, I'm a great actor. Yeah, I'm a great actor, and I'm genuine with people, but don't get it twisted and confused and think that I'm gonna let anybody sit there and pretend with me. Like, nah, people all know about me. They know how I get down, right? They know what I'm about, and I was meant to do this, man. I was meant to do this. This is my purpose, and like I said again, you know, everything is in perfect position for the way that it's supposed to be. And like I said, this is going to help me tremendously when I'm unideable and I have all new suits that are like completely bulletproof and protected the right way. And when I'm operating in the street, it's just going to help me tremendously to have this channel, you know, because this channel is going to probably be separate of what I'm actually doing. That's the thing. Like, no, once Christina gets here and once Christina and I have our money, oh boy, you have no idea. Let the games begin. And I'm talking about the real games begin. I mean, you're talking about a guy that's going to construct wings and try to learn how to fly, learn how to glide at least 100%. And I really believe I can do it. I'm going to have a longer cape. I'll get me a new cape. But the cape that I'm going to be getting, we're going to be looking into like carbon fiber because that protects against what firemen use, right? And you know, and then you have Kevlar. And I'm probably what I'm thinking, because I'm sure Kevlar helps with that element too. But Kevlar is like resistant. Nothing is technically proof. It's resistant. And now they've got the bulletproof clothing as well. So that's the thing. Like, I understand. I'm smart. See, like, that's the thing. You can't wear something that's too heavy and not be able to move. You got to be able to move quick and precise. You understand? Because that's what it takes. I mean, no, I'm the best martial artist in the world. Okay? No, that's what I do. There's no shame in my game, no shame about what I do. That's what I do. I come with action. You understand? And like I said, I'm a legend in the streets. I'm a street legend. I'm a hood legend. So, like I said, that's my whole point. When folks don't process what it is, and I mean, that's fine. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, anybody who can think, I mean, if you take one look at me and you can't see, what you're looking at, I mean, that's pretty crazy. Like I'm a grown man. I look like what I am, a gangster. I'm the real thing. Like I said, I do what I want. I go where I want. I take what I want. It's just that simple. And nothing and nobody on this planet can stop me. You understand? And I'm doing God's will. That's the best part is I'm a good guy. I'm a good gangster. But I'm a gangster nonetheless. Don't you ever get it confused. An actual gangster. I haven't backed down to anyone my entire time on this planet. We're not the same. So that's the thing, folks want to have a voice for free. You have to earn your voice. You got to earn your keep, right? You've heard that before, right? You heard fake gangsters in the movies say that. Remember, all those are movies. You're watching and witnessing the real thing. I'm the type of dude they make movies about. That's why they make books and all that, movies about my family. Like I said, everybody tried to copy us on the original DNA of the mob, and it's just that simple. So I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you, man. I feel like y'all really got the game misconstrued. I'm gonna walk through here. And I think that's about that simple. Dream, if you're listening, if you can hear me, right? I truly appreciate, the fact that you've actually tried to help and you've stepped up a little. If you have any way, I have another request out. If you're able to fill that, when you can, but if you're able to today, that would really help me out. That's all I'm saying. I'm not telling you what to do or nothing. I'm just saying it would help me out because, I really truthfully need a lot more money. I need a lot more crowdfunding. And that's the thing, I mean, this Charles dude doesn't seem to get it. This is like an election. And I can choose to go back and forth with whoever I like. And all it's going to do is propel me forward. See, I understand media. I understand that you need conflict sometimes. I understand how to do this. I'm a master at this. Welcome to the show, Charles. Because I'm going to tell you what, man, since I started going in on you, things have been going pretty well lately. You know what I mean? And I never put it past God. I think God is going to keep blessing me. I know he's going to keep blessing me no matter what. I don't expect anything. I just know God got me, man. You know what I mean? Like real talk. Need some new shoes. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, if you could donate again, every little dollar helps. But that's the thing is I really need to get more money in donations. I need people to donate 20, 50, $100 at a time, truthfully. Because I'm too far into this game and into this business to be playing around. I need some ample funds so that I can do what I need to do. That way I could try to get the phone bill paid. That's $55. I could try to get ahead on everything. Like I do a lot, bro. I do a lot. So I don't know. We do the best we can and keep praying and keep giving it over to God, man. You know what I mean? But see, that's the thing. Charles, I'm not in your situation, not anywhere close. I'm good. I'm set. I'm set for life. I've been set for life since day one this entire time. Like when I stepped on YouTube, I was already the only self-made trillionaire who ever existed. Literally. I don't know what you mean. And I'm way farther and way more successful now than I was then. It's not about what you have at a given time. That doesn't even make sense. That's not success. Right? See, that's the point. What success is the fact that I'm helping people, the fact that I'm creating good relations down here. I mean, that conversation yesterday was amazing. I mean, the fact that I can do that now and come that far um, from where I've been, not because of me, but because there was so much corruption. There was a reading came out today talking about there's so much corruption, talking about literally, God saving my life. I mean, God makes it clear that there's tons of corruption down here and everywhere. And that's the thing. I stood up to corruption. There's never been nothing cute about me. And I stood up and I defeated them. Y'all, none of you, especially that work these jobs, You don't have the heart to be in the positions I've been in. You don't. You could tell yourself you do. You could pretend you can have an answer for everything. Y'all can, it's like most dudes that walk around, y'all can think you're big and strong. You're not. It ain't about size, brother. You understand? I'm on a whole different level from any man. I fear no man. You understand? Nobody. And I'm in complete control. I have superhuman strength, like literally. And I prove it every day. So it's like, I mean, people can say what they want, but y'all ain't superhuman and I am. So, I mean, I'm a superhero. I get to do what I want, take what I want. You know, I just don't really have to be that aggressive and stuff, right? I'll just wash my hands later. I don't have to be that aggressive because there's no need to. Feel me? Like everything for me is already set, man. I'm good. Like I got Christina. That's what I came for. That's all I care about. I spent my whole life looking for Christina. You know, I always wanted true love, and you know, I'm not like Rob Rack, desperate, pathetic, online, seeking acceptance, broke. None of those things. You know, being broke is not what I am. I mean, I'm making check after check after check, and that's why I don't talk to them folks because somehow they all got together and said, well, we're going to think it's cute to just start using words and making no sense and keep saying, you know, basically put downs. And I mean, that's pettiness. I mean, that's not my reality. That will never be reality, right? And it's a waste of my time, and I'm not trying to go through that. You know, I'm not here to endure anything. So, like I said, I mean, when folks are trying to give me a hard time because I'm succeeding, that's about as unfair as it gets. And then you wonder why God keeps protecting me. You wonder why God keeps proving his point to you. You wonder why God continues to deliver and bless me. You wonder why God gets me out of every situation. I make it out of everything. I mean, I'm a righteous man. There's nothing anybody can say about me. You know what I mean? And they could try to do whatever towards me, but they're going to lose. They're going to lose, bro. And like I told them, I always defend myself. Always. Like, you know, I matter, man. My life matters. Like me, my life is precious. I mean, what I'm doing, everything I'm doing, my worth is through the roof, man. Like I'm always protect my life. I only got one. You know what I mean? Real talk. Like that's the thing people don't get, and that becomes the game, right? Hold up. Oh, what this thing is doing. Come on, dude. All right. Yeah, I mean, that becomes the game basically of, you know, you're trying to protect yourself and then folks want to pretend and play games and this and that. Well, they, you know, a lot of people, a lot of these corrupt or criminal individuals, they basically hide behind the system and that's all. They want to play basically Russian roulette, you know, with what I'm telling you. So it's like, I mean, I don't play like that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like I said, I mean, you want me to be half something else, you know, and it's just a difficult thing to do. So it's like, and you have to do it though. You have to learn how to be patient. It's taught me patience. It's taught me incredible self-restraint, self-control, everything that I need to know. Hold on. So yeah, like I said, I mean, you know, folks just got to understand. I mean, so that's the thing. Like, they have no idea what I went through just to get to this point. Walk 30 miles a day all the time, still probably walk that half the time. I mean, I dealt with dogs, like you've seen. I've dealt with all sorts of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, me and Christina are from the same cloth. You ask us questions, we're going to give you an autopilot answer that ain't real every time. I mean, that's common sense, bro. That's what smart folks do. You know what I mean? Loose lips sink ships. You ask me a question, I'm gonna tell you what you want to hear. That's just the truth. I know who I am. You know what I mean? I know what I've done. I know what I've accomplished, and I'm proud of all of it. Everything I've done has been the right thing and the right way, truthfully. But I'm a gangster. So, I mean, that's the thing. It's like folks want to false judge you and have an opinion. You're not a gangster. So the gangster is doing exactly what the gangster is supposed to do. I mean, if I sign up to be, a sea basket weaver, well, then I got to do a good job doing that. But I'm a gangster, So it is what it is. I feel like a lot of people want to act like it's confusing. I mean, I'm a gangster and I'm more an outstanding member of society than all of you, and that's why I just don't get it. I mean, folks want to talk about money. Now, y'all are weird. Y'all dictate your self-value off currency and money, and you're not how much money you have in the bank. Tyler Durden taught you that in that movie, Brad Pitt. So I just don't get it. I don't get how y'all see things because it's jaded and diluted and it doesn't exist. So, I'm the one who made and spent so much money you could never imagine. It wasn't a one-time thing. I've been doing this my entire life, brother. Millions upon multi-millions upon millions of dollars over and over and over again. So it is what it is. And we're going to keep on winning. We're going to keep on looking straight at y'all, right? And that's it. Telling you what time it is. I don't need folks all up in my business either, man. And it ain't going to happen. So it is what it is. I don't know where that energy even comes from. I don't know what folks are talking about. This is a business, right? If you come around my establishment, which is online, right? Like, we don't tolerate no games, no loitering, nothing. You know what I mean? And that's literally what they want to do. That's what they tried to do for all these years. Just stand there, right? Digitally, like they're doing right now. Like, it's the weirdest thing I've ever seen, except now you're not able to do it really because you don't have a way to talk. As long as you're not talking in the chat, I'm good. You know what I mean? You can sit there and watch me win all day. That's fine. Right? But that's my whole point. Like, these folks, it's funny. Got nothing going for themselves. None of them. And they all know I made it. Yeah, like I said, I'm good in the books, clear in the books. I already knew that. Like Christina said, we already knew that. I'm free. I'm good to go. I've always been. You know what I mean? But that's not the tricky part. The tricky part is this passive aggressive nonsense that I keep seeing from everybody, right? And the fact that, I mean, you can say what you want, but it's almost like fools were looking for an excuse. That's what it seems like, and it's weird. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it was. It was like, we're looking for a way, right, to kind of stop you. And maybe it wasn't that. You know what I mean? I mean, it didn't. I don't know. I don't know what to think on that, but it's pretty weird. I'll tell you that much. Hold up. He getting caught crossing the street. I'm gonna wait. Do things the right way. There we go. I got a guy to wave at me. So yeah, like I said, I mean, the Batman is very real. I'm a legend out here. I don't understand how anybody could say they don't know who I am. I mean, I've done too much. You know what I mean? Everybody know me, but word will continue to travel. And like I said, as long as I'm down here now, I'm keeping it all positivity as much as I can. I'm gonna take care of myself in these streets. I'll always defend myself, like I told y'all, tell everybody. But we're just doing everything positive. And see, that's the thing. Like, to get to this point and do what I do is just amazing. And I made it. I mean, that's the badge of honor. That was the whole goal of this. Get through all the hell, get through all the hard stuff and the hard parts and all the real stuff, right? And climb out to the other side as a business owner, as a legend, as a community leader. Very tired today, so bear with me. I'm out of it. But I still look beautiful. So at the end of the day, and it is what it is, people need to change their perception on everything. completely. They need a perception change, an attitude adjustment, all of that. All of that. How you doing, brother?